Hello there guys, and welcome back to episode 7 of Hearts of Iron 4 as the United Kingdom. We are managing to hold back the German and Italian advances into France. We have 111 political power, so in another 40 days we should be able to change our conscription so that we can get some extra manpower, because we really need it. We're very low on that at the moment. We've pretty much cleared up most of, in fact we've completely cleared up everything over here in Eastern Italy, which is, Eastern Africa, which is brilliant. So this army is going to get merged with this army, and I actually want you to have this general, because he's got the out of supply thing, so it basically doesn't cost him as many supplies, which is fantastic. France bans communism, that is fine. The Edouard Daladier cabinet have decreed the dissolution of the Parti Communiste Français. Ever since Soviet Russia signed the non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany, there have been talks of prescribing communism in France. The decree was instated following the agreement between the two nations for the partition of Poland. Edouard Daladier took the opportunity as support for a ban rose, and even leftist papers started advocating the abolition of the Parti Communiste Français. Yes, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. So basically, the Soviets aren't going to be getting involved for a while. So this line has now disappeared because I've just basically merged these armies together. That's the line that we want to take. Everybody wants to be on that line. And you want this guy. There we go. So, got to give you guys some time to get into position now, that we should be a lot stronger over there. Of course, France are getting eaten on this coast, but we are going to start sort of coming in behind them from this point. Glad to see that Spain haven't got involved yet. No national focus set. So I guess we can now go for the cryptologic bomb, which would allow us to get into the Tizard mission eventually, and work down into secret weapons. Or do we go for development in South Africa? Because they will send some units to help us as well. I think we'll go and take that. Because this is one thing that I quite like about playing as the United Kingdom. There are lots of ways to get some like free divisions to come and help you, which is really useful. What are you doing? Are you not actually getting involved with your job, which is to be on this line? Will you not move on to this line? Division belongs to an army but has no orders assigned. Oh, control click. There you go. No, it should have been control left click. Control left click. There you go. Now we'll get there. Assigned him to the army but hadn't actually assigned him to the line. So yeah, things not looking too good up here for France, but if we can get all of our units up here, you guys on strategic redeployment, and then you'll all get there a lot faster. Paratroopers are done. So we could start working on some of these things, actually. Get level 2 engineers. Can we start working on weapons 2? We can start working on weapons 2. Let's do that. The more quickly we can get our weapons updated, the better. We should be able to start pushing up here once the entire division gets in place. That might take a little bit of time. We could start trying to push against Italy here. It does look like it might be favourable. Estimated plan value minus 100%. They're fortified, division is still preparing, and some divisions not in position. Not too sure why the divisions are still preparing. I appreciate that there's someone you don't have in position. But your strength relative to the army apparently seems quite... Oh, it's just disappeared. The enemy is stronger. Okay, well, we'll just sit there holding the line. There's going to be a lot of holding the line here. How are things going with Montgomery? You've got 3 more divisions here that are ready to join the Italian front. And we'll make sure that we go and add them to the order that time. Research slot available. I missed what we were actually researching. Air superiority or ace generation chance. I think we'll just go for the air superiority there. Resistance to occupation. Okay, so that's now down here. So what I want to do is I want to take one... Now, which ones had the military police in? I can't remember my own things now. Was it the colonial garrison? Yeah, the colonial garrisons have the military police in. So what I want to do is with this army, we're just going to grab one colonial garrison. Probably one that's here somewhere. Have you got a colonial garrison in there? No, you haven't. Neither of you. Neither of you. It's going to be one of the guys that's... Yeah, you're the closest. So you're going to come down here and sit in that province. Put strategic redeployment on so you can get there more quickly. Does mess up your organisation. We could continue to try and push in here. But I think we'll just let everybody get up onto the line where we can. 2 more days and we'll be able to get some more manpower. That's really going to help things out. We can start creating units again. So how are we doing on our production? We are full on equipment, but we will be working on the new equipment line soon. We're still very, very short on artillery, and that's mainly because our production efficiency is terrible. There we go. We can modify our government. So we're on limited conscription, and we want at the very least extensive conscription. So let's go ahead and do that. We now have some manpower. It's not great, but it's manpower. Recruit and deploy, we are going to put this up to maybe 5, and we are going to add, make sure we've got 10. Like I said, we will definitely want to get some armour, but are we actually building tanks at the moment? I think we are. We're building tanks and we're building motorised. So we could look at actually building up our tank divisions. Let's have a quick look at that then. Let's go, how many tanks do we have in storage? 518, that's not a lot of tanks really. If we go and look at our tank brigade, they're very, very small at the moment. So, and we definitely want some motorised in here. So, or some mechanised. So, armoured battalions, we want some more light tanks. And we want some mobile... Let me just double check here. Yeah, it's not under this one. So we definitely want mobile battalions. So motorised infantry. Mechanised is better, but we don't have any mechanised at the moment. Combat width of 16. Combat width of 18. In fact, if we did this and got rid of that, that gives us a combat width of 20. Let's go ahead and do that then. So that means we will be using some of that equipment to do the upgrades. So our tanks and motorised will... Well, I think we only have about 1 tank division actually. I think we've got maybe 1 tank division. I know I've got some units that are unassigned. What are these actually? We've got some forces from elsewhere actually that I didn't realise I had. Oh. No, I clicked the wrong button there. Where are you guys, actually? Can't see where you are. Apparently you're not doing anything useful. Right, okay. So we want... Well, I'm messing this up. I want to select more than 1. How do I select more than 1? Click to select. Click while holding shift to select multiple divisions. Okay, so we want you. And you. You're unassigned. You're unassigned. You're unassigned. I think a lot of these are units that have been given to us by other nations. District Force, District Militia, District Brigade. Where have all these guys come from? Active in 2 theatres. Those are my guys in China. They can sort of stay around there. Natal Command. Okay, so we've got a few signed up there now. You're not the guys that are over here in British Raj, are you? Doesn't look like it. I don't know where you guys are. Confused as to your location. Well, we're going to put you in an army. And we are going to give you a commander. And we are going to put you in the British theatre for the time being. There we go. And we're going to put you on this line. Because I have no idea what else to do with you. Meanwhile, how are things going down here in Africa? Not good for France is the technical term. Now, wasn't I sending a unit down there to deal with this? I was, but you're just moving, like, slower than anything. Improved artillery is good. We can't really work on anything else there. Land doctrine's being done. We're already working on good tanks. We could go ahead and get the upgraded engineer companies. So let's go ahead and start working on those. Production, we now want to change our towed artillery to towed artillery 2, because we have the better artillery. Come on, guys, you really need to get up there more quickly. You're so slow. I suppose there isn't really the infrastructure to do it, but... yeah, at least France are keeping some forces busy down there. Now, it looks like we might actually be able to make a push into Italy here if we tried hard enough. Let's go ahead and put them on to careful, and we'll tell them to go on to YOLO mode. They might actually make a bit of a push. Montgomery is still training up here. That is fine, because he will get some more divisions coming out soon. Not too far away, actually. 3 civilian factories. Oh, we've finished our production queue. Fantastic. So, we want to work on some more military factories, I would have thought. And probably get some more civilian factories going as well. That'll probably do for now. Okay, good stuff. There's a bit of a stalemate up here against Germany. That is fine. If we can just push through the mountains here. I mean, obviously we are going up against some tanks and some motorised, which is a little bit of a pain. If we can push them out of there, though, things will generally be okay. This line here appears to have changed itself somewhat. We want you to come down to there. Make that line a little bit longer. Now then, how do you feel about making a push down here? You've still got a lot of units out of position, but you are saying you wouldn't mind going in. So let's go and try and make a bit of a push. Let's start trying to get something done there. We are short on steel again. Hardly a surprise. Let's go and use another one of our factories to get some more from the US. Now then, are we still moving down there with that unit to go and suppress the... Why have we got units down here? Oh, these are... what is that flag? I can never tell. But this is another army that we had down here. You guys could actually probably come and help. But you're all going up to sit on the Spanish border, which, do you know what? I still think is a better idea. I should rename this these guys, actually. You are the Spanish front. Yes. Oh, we are sort of kind of pushing forwards up here. So that's not too bad. Looks like we're losing a little bit up here now as well. Which is hardly surprising. Apparently we could make a bit of a push against the Germans, although... large river crossing is a problem, and they are fortified, of course. Don't know why it says division is still preparing. I mean, they've just been sat there for ages. If they're not prepared by now, they're never going to be prepared. Maybe it's because they are short on equipment. They don't have all of their artillery yet. We're still very, very short on artillery. If the production efficiency would go up more quickly, we wouldn't have nearly as many problems as we are currently having. Now, we've also got... the manpower's already burning away. Now, how could we make that even better? Does increase our training time and reduces the factory output. Estimated enemy strength, a ratio of 60% or more compared to our army. We might have to have a little bit of a slowdown on some of the ships at the moment. Because I really don't think we necessarily need as many as we have right now. I know people keep saying to me... you should always like have ships being built. But the ships do burn through the manpower, and we've not really lost all of that many ships. So we might leave them going on for a little while longer. So Poland refuses the German ultimatum. Considering the demands, it seemed inevitable. Poland would be forced to cede Danzig to Germany, and as a Polish preliminary... what? Plenipon... I have no idea what that word means. Will be sent to Berlin to negotiate further terms. So yeah, German and Polish forces are prepared for war. So this is actually going to be a war. Develop South Africa is now done. That is fine. So let's go in. We could go into general rearmament. Naval dockyards. Air bases are always good. Jet aircraft are always good. But let's start working... Actually, what would air defense give us? Some instant air experience. We're going to have to go through both of these anyway. Let's get the cryptologic bomb first. Get that done and out of the way. Make sure we are no longer paused. We don't seem to be winning any battles down here. There we go. Poland has now joined our faction. So these wars have kind of been merged. So Germany are going to move a lot of their units over onto the sort of Polish front now. I still don't think we're going to be able to make a push over here. Although if we put you on to being careful and tell you... Well, we haven't even set you a line at this point. So how about if we were to set you an offensive line from Clon, this side of the river... Or Colne, sorry. I mean, Clon. Colne, this side of the river, up to there. Is that a push you'd be willing to try and make? I've got them set onto cautious. So we'll have a look and see how they do. We are getting units down here onto the Spanish line, so we are getting ready for that. Looks like we are starting to make a push up here. We also need to make sure that Italians don't get some troops down here and jump on to the coast. So we seem to be alright. This flipping line keeps moving, which is annoying. There we go. So you guys, do you actually have a mission? You're just being told to get on the line. What have we got here? Zog submits to Italy. Oh, okay, there goes Albania. So we want to get a forward line down to about there, probably. So let's tell you guys to go in. You are still repositioning, but again, if we can sort of cut off their access to ports, it really makes it easier for us to take them out. And we're going to be sort of hitting them from the rear. That's kind of the plan. This would be a lot easier if we actually had all of our artillery. 2 more divisions from South Africa. So we'll definitely take those. And 1 division from the US. That is fine. So, if we can take those South African forces that are unassigned, which is you. Oh, well, actually, let's just go and put you in that army. The easiest way to do this would be to change the theatre, and then I can just see which ones are unassigned. So, there's a few that we've got here, actually. So, South African unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab all of you. You're going into that army there. And then you should all be... The whole lot of you. How do I select the whole lot of you? Click the army icon. And then control and left click. There you go. Now they're all assigned to that line. Looks like there's a few places that might be having some issues with potential rebellions. It's taking you a long time to get down there. Do you know what? Maybe we just take you out of the army. It's going to weaken this one a little bit. Maybe we grab another one and take you out of the army. Put you in here. So one of you is going down to there, and the other one is going to there. We're just trying to stop any potential rebellions. That's the point of the military police. I still think that this army is probably strong enough to push in up to that line, and then we'll have a narrower corridor of states to try and fight against. Meanwhile, France are sort of getting their teeth kicked in over here, but there's not really much we can do about that. How are things going with the new divisions? They are getting there. And things with our tanks now, because I bet we don't have tanks in storage anymore. Yeah, we're 156 tanks short now. So we are going to have to put some more factories onto tanks and some more factories on to motorised. Still very, very short on artillery. So, yeah, we're actually losing more than we're building. We might need a second line of artillery. I think we need to sort of push our borders forwards a little bit until we've got a more defensive point, and then we just sort of stop pushing. I think that's what we really need to do. We need to try and make this push against Germany while they're busy with Poland over here. So Soviet Union is making some claims. That is fine. Hopefully they will join the war on my side. Missing equipment production is the same as always. Yeah, we're working on the resistance. We are working on it. But I think we will work on it more in another video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Hearts of Iron 4. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.